So that's all I wanted to know on that, but this is just to let them know that we are a member. Okay, yes, dear.
She's already been told once. That
You can't have the camera here, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but that's against the RCWs.
No, I do not care to be on tape. And neither does he. And you have to have written permission to tape us.
No, I don't.
Well, I'm
Did you
sorry,
show me
but-
in the RCWs where it says that?
Donna.
Because otherwise, I'm going to have to file another suit.
Fine.
Fine. But
Well,
if
I'm
you
not
can't-
turning the camera off, so call the police.
Okay.
Call the police, call 911.
And you are being taped. You're being
Yes,
taped
this
on a
is,
tape recorder.
Donna Ross and Mesa. Do you have an officer available to come to City Hall? We have some problems here.
Hey, they're calling the police. They say I can't tape this. Yeah.
Well, we would
You wanna
like
look up-
to, she's.
Yeah, you want to look
we
up
would like her
Hilaire's.
to be removed from City Hall.
I mean, they're sitting here taping it themselves. It's an open public meeting. I'm not disrupting. So I don't need permission. It's not a court. So, in the phone book.
Do you have the RCW?
All right, thanks. Bye. You're not a court system, and you are being taped, by the way. It's an open public meeting.
And we do not want to be taped.
Well, then, why do you have a tape going?
You have a movie camera going. We have
There
a
is
tape.
no difference between a movie
Yes, there
camera
is,
and
because
a...
we cannot subpoena that.
You have to be a court of law.
So it's 7 o'clock. And then close it. For 10 minutes. I'd like to call this meeting to order on May 8th at 7 o'clock. And I'd like to call a recess for 10 minutes. That's all right.
Just stepping.
Yeah, we'll get you, as soon as this, we'll get you moved up.
So I can, because it's gonna be on the tomorrow.
Yep, no problem.
I'm tired, I'm ready for a recess. We had a couple of ditches that are wet year round, so.
You gotta get them right off the cuff, cause they already got stuff in them. So that it don't spread downstream.
Well, it's all the way through it, so it doesn't matter.
It's under Lieberman, or Lieberly, Ivy, and Connor. Just call that. Or just wait. The cop will be up here in a minute. Well, it doesn't matter. All right, bye.
They went and bought an aquatic mower.
Alright.
Yeah.
Have you got to run it yet?
No,
Has anybody?
not yet.
Are they gonna let them run it first?
I don't know. But I'm thinking there's gonna be some rocks flying.
Yeah. Whatever happened with that? What you can't see, you can't miss.
Boy, I hope it's rotating the right way.
Churn up some cars.
Jeez, there'll be a lot of turbidity. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun season.
Hello? Yeah? Nothing's going on, though. They're all outside the recess. Outside, they're taking a recess. Right. I think they misunderstand private conversation as opposed to a public conversation. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Jamming down the street.
Do we have an animal control facility in Mesa? Like somewhere where you impound an animal in
I
Connell?
think they got a couple
What
of
do they do?
cages.
We take them to animal control.
In
Pass it.
Pasco?
Stop.
What?
Oh, it looked like it was bruised.
This is Gary's notes.
Okay. Well said. Well put. I
It
think
was
so
so
that's
funny.
probably in a dictionary somewhere. I mean, the difference
Well,
between
because he said
foot
that pigs and sheep and goats
Yeah.
have toes.
and toes.
But when we looked up hoof, it said that it was a covering for a digit or a, so that would be correct. Hugo called the house.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'll be there. Cause they're all asking, where's Gary? Where's Gary?
Down at the river. He said, I know you don't have council tonight. Call me at 6.
He's down at the river.
He was looking for a fish partner?
No.
No, he was up shooting sporting clays,
Oh,
but Gary's out at the river.
Slaughter just means you can't, on your property in the city, like kill a cow or a chicken. You can butcher it, but you can't
That's it.
iffy. Okay.
Hey, last fall we had somebody down on Mountain Way, and they were, that's fine, I don't care. They hauled in a pig in the back of a truck, shot it, and drug it out, and was butchering it right there on the city right of way.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and
Why
I
wouldn't
went,
you?
I stopped and I was like, guys, you can't do this right here. You gotta drag it around behind the house. Not everybody driving by has to watch you butcher your pig. I mean, it had already been done. Had I known what they were
You
doing,
would've.
I would have said, no, out of town, take it out to the farm. But,
During this meeting until the police officers come.
Do you have the RCW, Dwayne? You want to read it?
I've read it.
What does it say?
well, read it.
That's what I'm asking. Hand me the book. I'll read it.
What's going on?
Huh? None of the council members want to be movie camera.
I can movie camera you walking by my house, dear.
I saw that, I was like, you know,
Oh, so it's just
if I thought
civil
somebody was
disobedience?
around doing something.
Well, no, first I have to be violating they're violating
No,
my civil
they're
rights.
civil disobedience.
Yeah, they're civil disobedience.
I'm trying to figure out who did it. Looked like it was over.
No, they have the right to make a statement too.
They have a right to make a statement, but they don't have a right to bring the camera. I have not caused any problems. It's not a private conversation. This isn't a court. They don't have the right.
They can walk out if they want to. It's their prerogative.
Yeah.
Do you want? You can.
They have 15 minutes to call a meeting to order.
Well, they called it to order.
Roll call's taken.
No. I'm going to follow the complaint.
So you got your farm police down too this year?
Same thing. This is last year.
Is he gonna go with Spuds again? He's got
No, he's got,
corn-
got around the corner.
field corn, sweet corn.
I think I don't know. What's that too?
Damn, easy pickings. I'm gonna go water the dogs. Dinner.
Hi. You realize this conversation's being recorded, right?
Okay.
Okay. They're violating my civil rights by requesting that I remove the camera. They are recording. I have the right to record. This is not a court system. This is not a private conversation. I have never disrupted the meeting by recording. I have other recordings of these meetings. And unless somebody can show me an RCW where it says otherwise, which I know it doesn't because I've read them, and it says as long as I'm not disrupting the meeting, I have the right to record it, an open public meeting.
Okay. Is there a reason why you want to record it?
Yes, there is. That way when I view the tape, I have a picture as well as the words, and it's a much better depiction of what's going on rather than listening to that tape.
Do you have something you can show me in RCW? Did you read this?
I do. Oh, I haven't read this one. I don't know which one they're pointing out.
Which one are you talking about? You talking
I'd like
about
to
the...
point out the name here. This is not private. Jeff, do you remember what RCW it says that you can...
4230. Something like 4230-20 or 4230-10.
You want to go home and get my RCW?
They have a book right there.
It's a public, that'd be my question.
It's a public meeting, but it's a private recording.
Officer, would you want to also review chapter 4230?
Yeah, 4230, 110, or 120, or 130.
So who's gonna get the aquatic mower first?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't suggest it.
Oh, sorry.
I would also like to point out that I can purchase a tape from the city of Mesa and then it becomes private property, but it's still a tape of the public meeting.
But you pay for it.
Oh, see, so that's the thing, is that I'm not paying for it. You want me to pay for a copy of the recording. In order to get a copy of a public meeting, I must pay money.
I guess it comes down to...
Yes, you do.
Okay, thank you very much, Donna.
Well, yes, but we are asking her not to do a movie camera.
And what's the problem with the movie camera?
None of us would like to be on your movie.
And you shouldn't be on the council if you don't want to be public figures. Here.
That's not even the right book.
I should have brought my RCWs.
Dwayne, if you want to review RCWs, would you mind pulling down RCW 4230?
Isn't it in that one?
Nope. This goes up to 16. So it'd be 42, chapter 42.
It's the open public meetings act.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a section in there that talks about videotaping a council meeting in particular.
I see he's got that one marked too.
What I'm reading here, and what Deputy Fay is conveying to me is the same thing that I'm understanding under here. You cannot be in here videotaping this.
Well, she's looking at 4230, and it says in there that I have the right to videotape a public meeting. This is not private, this is not privacy, this is open to the public, and I have the right to video record it.
Just like if the news media came down here and wanted to come in here, they'd have to ask permission. We would have to let them in.
It doesn't say that you have to ask permission as long as you are not disrupting the meeting, and I have not, until these people said that I did not.
That's not what
Well,
I'm
if you
reading
guys
here.
want to arrest me, then go ahead, because I will get you.
Would you review the other RCWs?
Yes.
I'm sure. They're not going to contradict each other, though.
That's true.
So,
Well, for one thing, that says private. What is private about this?
it's not, you're wanting to videotape and record this for your own benefit.
No, it
They
says
do
you
it.
can't record private conversations. It doesn't say anything about having a private tape of that. In fact, it says you can't record private conversations without notifying the person you're going to record it. And that's all it says. It doesn't say that you have to stop recording if they say no. It just says you have to notify them that you're recording. At that point, they can stop talking. That's private.
No, that's not how I.
Well, what I understand, it says conversation.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Are you doing this just
I
once?
came in and I record all the meetings, okay? Number one,
You
I
always
don't want to
have?
pay, I have been doing this since January, the second meeting in January, I've been coming in recording these meetings.
With
I
the
have
video camera
paid
and
with the
everything?
video camera. I
And
have
nobody ever
paid,
said anything
nobody
before?
says anything before, okay? They make a
had
recording, it
two-
can't be a private conversation if they're making a recording of it themselves.
I know Jason Nunez came out one time, right?
Yes, that was
Deputy.
for a conversation between me and the clerks, and that was not private either.
Didn't he tell you the same thing I'm telling you though?
He told
You mean
me
the same
that
one?
there was nothing that the cops could do, and that if they wanted to call a civil suit against me, they could do so. And that's what he told me. This is not private.
Okay, go ahead and explain to me again why you're pushing this issue.
I am pushing this issue because this is my civil right to stand here and record this. I have paid a lot of money to the city for buying tapes off of them. I then started using my video camera to record. In fact, I wrote a letter to the attorney, to their attorney, about recording one of the meetings. And I said, if there's any law against it, let me know. And he didn't say that there was law against it, and he let me come in and record the Board of Appeals meeting that we held here. And if there had been a law against it, he would have told me.
How about you do
My
this?
only problem is that I've had two council members that one of them is new on the council and is objecting. Now I have 3 people on the council that are objecting to her, not objecting to her recording, but her taping them. It makes them feel uncomfortable, and they're trying to do a job. And that to me is a problem. If we can't feel
Yeah, I don't
comfortable
see it. I
at
don't
doing
see
the
it.
city job, she's making it uncomfortable for my council members. So that is causing a problem.
Why does it have to be video? Why can't you
Well,
just do the
number
audio?
one, it's a lot easier when you're transcribing tapes, you're reviewing a thing, to look at the tape and see what's being said, rather than to listen to the tape and you have to stop and wonder what was being said.
What do you do with these tapes?
Actually, I filed 2 lawsuits with the city recently, and I've reviewed quite a few of the tapes.
Okay, is
So-
that your whole agenda?
No, it's not. My agenda is that I'm going to come up, I'm going to continue recording the meetings, because that way, if I need a meeting, I don't have to go and buy it off the city, I don't have to search for it. If I put it on my computer, I can slide it around, it's the new age of the video. This is not distinguished between 2 things.
You're basically just doing this to be harassing these people,
Yeah.
is what I'm hearing.
No,
Well, then why
no,
don't you
no,
go
no,
ahead
no.
and-
Hey, wait a minute.
Well,
This is a public meeting, sir.
Yes.
Now,
Okay, how about we do this? I'm not a prosecutor, this is kind of law that I very rarely deal with, very rarely.
yeah. that's-
How about if I get with the prosecutor, say it's Thursday, it'll be tomorrow, I'll call him, I'll get back to you and let you know if you can do this or not, and if you can,
Well, so you want me to shut it off now?
would that be okay for the
No, it
just
would
this
not.
one
I'll tell
meeting?
you what, why don't you do that, and I'll go ahead and I'll record this last meeting, since I already have about 5 or 6 other meetings that I've recorded. And because this meeting in particular, they're discussing this here, and I'd like to have a recording of that. And I
Okay.
don't have any other recording device, and I think it's okay.
Do you provide
for me-
tapes for your?
Yes.
and
No,
how much
I am
do they
not going to
cost?
purchase.
What do they cost?
What were they lowered to?
They weren't lowered, they were raised to $5.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
This chapter right here.
Okay, that doesn't say anything about video
It says
recording.
any condition precedent to his
Wait a
attendance.
minute, there is one here for exactly.
Okay, that's.
This is a public meeting, sir.
Okay, like I said,
I'm not turning the camera off. I want to videotape this meeting. I want it for my records. I
I'll
have the
make a
right
call
to
right
do
now,
so.
and just find out
Thank
if
you.
you already turned that video camera on.
Did you find it in here?
Yes, I did. I go home, the court cases that explain it to you.
Actually, if you just go home and get that one of those black notebooks that's in my backpack, Jeff, I have the letter to the attorney where I cited the RCW exactly.
Well, here, you go get it.
Well, wait till the officer comes. I don't care. I mean, they're going to do it.
Dwayne, have you consulted your attorney on this action?
Yes, and he hasn't got back to us.
So, okay.
The only thing that they have is a bunch of sheriffs. One of which is on the council.
I asked Terry Tanner one evening if it was okay for us to videotape a meeting, And he said, sure, it's an open public meeting.
And that's all we're waiting for.
And the council members have every right to walk out of the meeting anytime they want.
But that's disrupting the city council.
No, that's your problem.
No, that's the council member's prerogative, Dwayne.
So enjoying the new house?
Loving it.
Just finished the
The what? Nah, your back open.
Gee, man.
Yard work. I'm gonna wait for the father-in-law to pull that trailer out before I do any of my yard work.
How long did your journey be?
Harry?
Okay. Apparently, the prosecutor has been talked to about this before, and you cannot record in here.
In a
So,
public meeting.
yeah.
So you're gonna arrest me?
You have to have two-party consent.
No.
No, if you just,
We're gonna ask you to leave.
you need to leave, we're trespassing you from here.
I'm not going to leave. You were
Then you are
violating
going
my
to jail.
civil rights.
Then you will go to jail.
Because you'll be trespassing, because basically they don't want you here.
And
You can call the prosecutor yourself tomorrow and find out if, but according to deputy out here, that he has talked to him.
I heard what you got asked that deputy to come in here, because he told me on the telephone that there wasn't anything that you guys could do. It was a civil matter, and if they wanted to file suit against us, then they could.
He's telling me different.
Well, then go get him, because he told me different on the phone. So
Well,
why don't you
he
let
did
me
bring
talk
up
to
a
him?
law that I know, that you
Okay, which
cannot
one?
record, like you tell me you're recording when I walk in here, if I tell you to turn that off, you have to turn that off.
But this isn't private. This
It
is
doesn't matter, in
public.
this state, it doesn't matter where you're at. You have to have two-party consent to
Would
record.
you please get Mr. Nunez in here, because he
He's
didn't
not here,
come.
I'm talking about
So I thought you said you just
Deputy
talked.
Fay.
Deputy Fay talked to the prosecuting attorney.
Yes.
Because he's not the one that called me and told me he talked to the prosecuting attorney, and Deputy Fay happens to sit on this council, and he's the one that's objecting.
He doesn't want to be recorded. He doesn't want to be recorded.
It's a public meeting. He's
He
being
doesn't want to be
recorded.
recorded.
He's being recorded. Is there someplace in here where it says you can only record with one type of recording device?
What I'm asking you to do right now is,
You're gonna-
wait, let's talk to the prosecutor.
What I'm
Biggest
asking you
easy
to do
way?
is to let me finish making
No,
this
I'm not
recording,
gonna
and
let
you can
you.
talk to the prosecuting attorney.
Nope, I'm not gonna let you do that.
And then you're gonna have to arrest me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Get your
Good.
I don't have my husband yet.
Okay, you running it down?
I will be
Basically,
pressing charges for false arrest, however.
basically these people are telling you to leave.
I'll
and you
shut
refuse
down.
to leave.
I will.
Thank you.
Okay, that's,
Okay, it's my right, it's my civil right. You don't have the right to make me leave as long as I'm not disrupting. I won't be disrupting if you leave.
What Brian's doing? Let him make the call.
she needs to leave. If she doesn't want to leave, she can be arrested for trespassing.
Is that what
And why do I
Yep.
need to leave?
Okay,
Because they don't want you here, man.
okay, so that's it. If my supervisor says that, let's, one way or the other.
You want to take the camera home and come get me here? But I will be pressing charges.